Okay, so I saw the movie last night. Great job. Great
Thanks.
job.
Thanks.
You pleased?
I really love it. I'm so happy. Yeah, I know. I like the movie a lot.
Bella ain't happy though.
No. No.
Bella goes into such a deep depression.
Yeah.
How were you able to get to that point? And I understand that the scene where Edward leaves Bella, I mean, that really drained you a lot. That took a lot out of you.
Yeah. Well, because it's such, the way it's written in the book is so epic and beyond what we can even consider in our realm of reality, because it's like, we know what it's like to get broken up with. We know what it's like to be depressed and be sad. But this is now suddenly something bigger than, like, whatever you think you felt, more. Death.
Did you go to a past breakup, like a young breakup, to kind of tap into those emotions at all?
I mean, I have absolutely thought, like, been sure of something and then been told that I was just dead wrong, and so I can totally relate to that. And I did, kind of, but, like, this is so much greater than anything that I've ever experienced.
What was his name? Because I know I know he's like, doggone it.
Yeah, he knows. I don't have to say it.
He knows. See, go ahead.
But it's crazy when you know, like, okay, I've never been broken up with a vampire before, so it's like suddenly your job is much more. It's like, how do I have no reference, you know what I mean? So you're always trying to play like the most intensified, glorified version of reality, and it's hard. And it's hard to go back and forth, because I also, in the movie, am very open and alive with another character, with Jacob. And so, like, in a day, I would have to go back and forth, and that was really draining. But
I think it's probably so many girls' fantasies to have two hot guys fighting over her at one time. Do you think?
It's a really, yeah, definitely. I mean, the story is, like, really ideal for the chick.
Right.
Yeah.
And the shirtless guys in the movie, they kind of push that along just a little bit, don't they?
We have a lot of shirtless guys.
A lot of shirtless guys?
But not for no reason. They're 108 degrees. They can't wear, they phase, they rip off of them.
I think it's a very good reason to go shirtless.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
absolutely.
It's absolutely justifiable.
Absolutely justifiable. So, the fans, they get taken on such a ride in this movie.
Hopefully, yeah, that's what we try to.
Right, just such a ride. Can you just tell them, we don't want to give anything away, but there are so many intense scenes. Bella is going through so many emotions. How has she changed from the first film?
Well, I think Bella in the first film, what I loved about her was the fact that she was willing to follow her heart wherever it led her. And it was all about self-discovery and, like, you throw yourself into something that you don't know anything about, but because you feel so strongly, it's okay, and that should be a good enough reason. You shouldn't have to give, like, pragmatic, logical reasons why you're doing something that you love. When that's taken from her in the second one, she just matures. I mean, it's, she just knows herself a little bit more, and there's more. I think that she's in a position where you believe her more when she says, "I know what I want." I'm willing to accept the consequences of my choices, and it's like, okay, you've been through it, girl. I believe you now. You know what I mean? It's like, but before it was sort of like she was so young, she didn't have any life experience. Now it's like she's becoming a woman slowly but surely. But by Breaking Dawn, she'll be like top dog.
Before I let you go, let me ask you some fan questions that we got. One person would like to know, who do you think would be a good husband, Rob or Taylor?
I'm sure they would both be great husbands. I'm not sure. They both have really different. Taylor's like one of the most steady, sort of sure. He's great. Like he's really just like a good guy. And then if you if you're into, Rob is like a really more sort of analytical, thoughtful, like wishy-washy intellectual. So it depends like on what they're both good guys.
Do you believe in loving two people at once?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah, oddly enough, that's Eclipse.
Yes.
That's what I just actually left. The love triangle that we're sort of setting up in New Moon is like actually really comes to fruition, and Bella has to deal with that particular subject.